Have you ever stood in a crowded room and felt an overwhelming silence scream in your soul? Not the silence of peace, but the silence of anticipation. The kind of static electricity that happens right before a storm breaks. You have been feeling this for weeks, perhaps months. It is a subtle vibration, a frequency that only you seem to hear. You look around at your friends, your family, your co-workers, and they are carrying on with life as usual. They are worried about the news, the economy, the weekend plans. But you are distracted. You are distracted because you are hearing a divine signal that is overriding the broadcast of your current reality. You are a chosen one, and you have been in a season that felt like a burial. But I am here to tell you, with the authority of someone who has walked this path and studied the spiritual laws of the universe for decades, that it was not a burial. It was a planting, and the germination period is over. God just said tomorrow. Now please do not click away because you think I am giving you a calendar date. If you leave now, you will miss the key to unlocking the portal that is standing right in front of you. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. Tomorrow, in the spiritual realm, is not about the ticking of a clock or the rising of the sun. It is a shift in dispensation. It is a crossover point. It is the moment the Israelites stood at the edge of the Jordan River. It is the moment the chrysalis tears open. Tomorrow means the delay is broken. But here is the dangerous part, and this is why you need to listen to every single word of this message. You cannot enter this tomorrow if you are still wearing the clothes of yesterday. You have to pack, and you have to do it now. Most people think that when God promises a breakthrough, they can just walk into it as they are. This is a lie. It is a theological and psychological impossibility. You cannot put new wine into old wineskins. If you do, the skins burst and the wine is ruined. The wine is your new destiny, your abundance, your restored health, your purpose. The wineskin is your identity. For the last few years, maybe even the last decade, you have built an identity around survival. You have built an identity around waiting. You have become an expert at enduring pain. You are resilient, yes. You are a warrior, yes. But let me ask you a question that might sting a little. Who are you without the battle? If the war ended today, would you know how to live in peace? Or is your nervous system so addicted to the cortisol of crisis that you would subconsciously create a new problem just to feel normal? This is where science meets spirituality. We know from neuroscience that the brain seeks homeostasis. It wants what is familiar, even if what is familiar is painful. If you have been struggling for years, struggle has become your home address. And God is saying, tomorrow we move. But you are standing there, holding on to the furniture of your trauma, afraid to let go because you don't know who you are if you aren't the one who suffers, or the one who is always waiting, or the one who is misunderstood. We are going to do something profound in this video. We are going to pack. We are going to ruthlessly audit your soul. We are going to look at the baggage you are carrying, the doubt, the shame, the narratives of not enough, and we are going to leave them at the threshold, because where you are going, those things are contraband. They are not allowed across the border of your new life. Think about Abraham. He is the father of faith, but before he was Abraham, he was Abram. He lived in Ur of the Chaldeans. He had a family, a culture, a routine. And God said, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you." Notice the order: leave first, then I will show you. We always want God to show us the destination so we can decide if it's worth leaving for. God says no. The leaving is the act of faith that unlocks the seeing. You have to pack up your old identity before the new map is revealed. So what does this old identity look like? How do you know if you are still wearing it? Let's look at the symptoms. The first symptom is a feeling of extreme exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. This is not physical tiredness. This is spiritual fatigue. It comes from the friction of your soul growing larger than your current life. It's like trying to wear a pair of shoes that are 2 sizes too small. You can walk, but every step hurts. You are exhausted because you are expending massive amounts of energy repressing your true self to fit into small spaces, small conversations, and small expectations. The second symptom is a sudden disconnection from people you used to be close to. This is painful. I know it is. You feel like you are being isolated. You might even feel like you are doing something wrong, or that you are becoming cold. But listen to me. Isolation is often the dark room where God develops your new picture. When you are about to shift identities, your vibration changes. The people who resonated with your old frequency, the frequency of complaining or gossip or stagnation or just getting by, they can no longer find a connection point with you. It's like trying to tune an FM radio to a satellite signal. They just get static. And that static creates conflict. If you are experiencing this right now, if you feel misunderstood by everyone around you, take a deep breath and say, "Thank you." It is confirmation that you are packing. Before I reveal the third and most critical symptom, I want to challenge you. If you are recognizing yourself in this description, if you feel that friction, I want you to like this video right now, not for the algorithm, but as a signal to your own subconscious mind that you are accepting this diagnosis. You are saying, "Yes, I am ready to shift." And if you haven't already, join our community by subscribing. We are building a sanctuary for those who are transitioning from the wilderness to the promised land. You don't have to walk this alone. Now, the third symptom. This one is subtle, but it is the most telling. It is a sense of imposter syndrome in your own life. You look at your house, your job, your routine, and it feels like a movie set. It feels temporary. You go through the motions, you pay the bills, you wash the dishes, but there is a voice in the back of your head saying, "This is not it. This is not where I end." That sense of detachment is actually a divine grace. God is loosening your roots. If you were perfectly content in your current situation, you would never move when the cloud of glory shifts. The discomfort you are feeling is the propellant for your launch. So God says tomorrow, the shift is imminent, the portal is open. How do we pack? What do we leave behind? This is the practical work. This is where we separate the chosen ones who just watch videos from the chosen ones who actually change the world. The first thing you must pack away and leave behind is the victim story. Now hold on. I know you have been victimized. I know people hurt you. I know life was unfair. I am not invalidating your pain. I am validating your power. As long as you identify as a victim, you are outsourcing your power to the person or the event that hurt you. You are keeping them on the throne of your life. The old identity loves the victim story because it gets sympathy, it gets attention. But the new identity, the one entering the promised land, does not need sympathy because it has authority. You cannot command mountains to move if you are busy explaining why the mountain is unfair. You have to decide right now, Do you want to be right, or do you want to be free? Pack up the story of what they did to you. Leave it. It's too heavy. It won't fit through the door. The second thing to leave behind is the poverty of expectation. This is a spiritual virus. It's when you pray for rain, but you don't bring an umbrella. It's when you ask God for a miracle, but you plan for failure. This comes from years of disappointment. You have been let down so many times that you have created a defense mechanism called cynicism. You call it being realistic, but heaven calls it doubt. When God says tomorrow, He's inviting you into a reality where the laws of physics are subservient to the laws of faith. You need to upgrade your expectation. Stop expecting the other shoe to drop. Stop expecting the deal to fall through. Stop expecting the health scare to return. That is the old you. The new you expects favor. The new you expects goodness to hunt you down. I want to share a secret about how the brain works here. We have a filter called the reticular activating system, or RAS. It filters out millions of bits of data to show you what you believe is important. If you believe the world is hostile, your RAS will point out every rude person, every tragic news story, every closed door. It will literally hide the opportunities from your conscious sight. But when you shift your identity, when you pack that cynicism and choose to carry hope, you reprogram your RAS. Suddenly, you see the open doors. You see the helpers. You see the divine winks. The opportunities were always there. You were just tuned to the wrong station. This brings us to the most difficult item to pack. This is the one that makes people turn back. You have to leave behind your need for validation. In your old identity, you might have been the fixer, the people pleaser, the one who kept the peace at the expense of your own soul. You derived your value from how useful you were to others. In this new season, God is calling you to a place of sovereignty. You will be misunderstood. You will be judged. People will say you have changed. And you must be okay with that. If you need everyone to agree with your calling, you have not actually been called by God. You have been called by a committee. The tomorrow shift requires you to walk alone with God for a season until you find your new tribe. Are you brave enough to be misunderstood? Are you brave enough to let people have the wrong version of you in their heads while you walk in your truth? This is the price of the anointing. Now let's talk about what you must take with you. We've talked about what to leave, but your suitcase isn't empty. You are bringing the gold. You are bringing the wisdom. First, pack your resilience. Every battle you fought was resistance training. You are stronger now than you have ever been. The things that would destroy a normal person are just a Tuesday for you. That strength is necessary for where you are going. The promised land has giants, remember? But you are a giant slayer now. Second, pack your discernment. The season of isolation has sharpened your intuition. You can read a room instantly. You can sense a lie before it is spoken. You can feel the atmosphere shift. This is a superpower. In your new life, you will be placed in rooms with high-level people, with opportunities that look good on paper, but might be traps in the spirit. Your discernment is your compass. Do not ignore those gut feelings. That is the Holy Spirit whispering to your spirit. Third, pack your praise. This sounds religious, but it is actually quantum physics. Praise is the highest vibration. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. When you praise God before the breakthrough happens, you are collapsing the timeline. You are bringing tomorrow into today. The old you waited to see it before believing it. The new you believes it and therefore sees it. I want you to visualize something with me. Close your eyes for a second if it is safe to do so. Imagine you are standing in a hallway. Behind you is a door marked the past. It is beaten up, scratched, familiar. Inside that room is all your pain, all your old patterns, all your limited thinking. In front of you is a massive golden door marked tomorrow. Light is spilling out from underneath it. You are standing there with a suitcase. Now look at the suitcase, open it, take out the heavy rocks of shame. Throw them down. Take out the old, tattered coat of victimhood. Drop it on the floor. Take out the heavy boots of fear. Kick them off. Now stand up straighter. Feel how light you are. You are holding only the essentials: faith, hope, love, wisdom, power. Reach out your hand. The handle of the golden door is warm. This is your moment. God is saying, come in. When you walk through this door, you cannot look back. Remember Lot's wife. She looked back at Sodom. She looked back at her old life, her old identity, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Salt is a preservative. She was preserved in the past. She became a monument to what was, instead of a movement toward what could be. Do not be a pillar of salt. Be a river of living water. Flow forward. The shift that is happening tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean the immediate, imminent future, is going to touch every area of your life. You are going to see shifts in your finances. The scarcity mindset is breaking. You will realize that money is just energy, and as a child of the King, you have access to the resources of the kingdom. You are going to see shifts in your health. The stress that has been eating your body is going to lift, and your cells are going to regenerate. You are going to see shifts in your relationships. God is sending kingdom connectors, people who are assigned to help you fulfill your destiny, not just distract you from it. But here is the warning. The enemy knows this shift is coming. The old identity will try to fight for its life. Just like an addiction, when you try to quit, the cravings get strongest right before the breakthrough. You might feel a sudden wave of depression, or a sudden burst of anger, or a chaotic event might happen in your family in the next 24 to 48 hours. Do not panic. This is the extinction burst. It is the last gasp of the old season. Stand firm. Do not unpack your bags. Do not put the old coat back on. Say this out loud right now. I am not who I used to be. My past is a lesson, not a life sentence. I am ready for my tomorrow. Say it again. Feel it in your chest. I am ready for my tomorrow. The universe is rearranging itself around your new confession. You need to understand that you are a co-creator with God. Your words are the rudder of your ship. If you keep saying, I'm stuck, you will steer the ship into the mud. If you say, I am moving, the winds of heaven will fill your sails. I want to give you a specific challenge for the next 7 days. This is your packing week. Every time a negative thought about yourself comes up, every time you think, I can't do this, or I'm too old, or it's too late, I want you to visualize yourself physically taking that thought, crumpling it up like a piece of paper, and throwing it into a fire. Then, immediately replace it with the truth. I am appointed for this time. I am equipped. I am chosen. This is not just positive thinking. This is neural rewiring. You are physically changing the structure of your brain to accommodate the blessing that God is pouring out. You are widening the channel so the river can flow. There is a specific reason why you clicked on this video today. It wasn't an accident. The algorithm didn't just guess. Your spirit drew this message to you because you are at the tipping point. You have been in the hallway long enough. The waiting room is closed. The doctor is ready to see you, but he is not a doctor of sickness. He is the great physician of destiny. He is ready to discharge you from the hospital of your past and commission you into the army of your future. You might be asking, but how do I know for sure? How do I know I'm not just making this up? Look at the synchronicities. Look at the numbers you've been seeing. 1111, 444, 727. These are not coincidences. They are encoded messages. Look at the dreams you've been having. Vivid dreams of flying, of new houses, of babies, of water. These are archetypes of birth and elevation. Your subconscious is already living in tomorrow. Your conscious mind just needs to catch up. And let's talk about the chosen one aspect. Being chosen is not an ego trip. It is a responsibility. You were chosen to break generational curses. You were chosen to be the first one in your bloodline to be truly happy, truly wealthy, truly free. That is why the attack has been so heavy. The enemy wasn't attacking you. He was attacking the generations inside of you. He was trying to stop the lineage of freedom. But he failed. You are still here. You are still standing. And now you are packing. The victory is already won. The table is already prepared in the presence of your enemies. All you have to do is sit down and eat. But you can't sit at the king's table wearing the beggar's rags. Wash your face, anoint your head, put on the garment of praise. I want you to do something very specific in the comments below. I want you to make a declaration. I want you to write, I am packed and ready. Writing it down anchors it. It creates a physical contract between you and your future. I am packed and ready. Scroll down and type it. Let the world know you are moving. And while you are there, read the declarations of others, like their comments. Encourage them. We are a convoy moving out of Egypt together. Before I let you go, I need to remind you of the cliffhanger of faith. In every great story, there is a moment where the hero has to jump off a cliff without seeing the net. You are at that cliff. The net will not appear until you jump. The provision will not appear until you start the project. The healing will not manifest until you start acting like a healthy person. The tomorrow God promised is dependent on your motion. Don't wait for the feeling. Feelings are followers. They are not leaders. Lead with your spirit, and your feelings will eventually catch up. You might feel scared right now. That's okay. Do it scared. You might feel unprepared. That's okay. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. The static is clearing. The signal is strong. The voice of God is thundering over the waters of your life. Tomorrow, it is a promise. It is a decree. It is a done deal. The old identity is dead. Long live the true you. Pack your bags, chosen one. We leave at dawn. And as you prepare for this shift, you need to understand the mechanics of how to maintain this new frequency. Because getting there is one thing, staying there is another. In the next video, I'm going to reveal the 3 traps that the enemy sets immediately after a breakthrough, and exactly how to dismantle them before they even touch you. You cannot afford to miss that. It is the survival guide for the promised land. So make sure you have tapped that notification bell. You need to be alerted the second that intel drops. Until then, keep packing, keep praying, keep believing. Your tomorrow is here. Actually, hold on, stop. Do not click away yet. I know I just told you to pack, and I told you I would cover the traps in the next video, but the Holy Spirit is arresting me right now. The urgency in the atmosphere is too thick. I cannot let you walk away with just the inspiration and not the armor. If you leave this video now, you are walking into a battlefield naked. The enemy does not wait for the next video. Indeed, the enemy attacks the moment you receive the revelation. So we are going to do this right now. We are going deep. I am going to give you the survival guide for the promised land immediately, because your tomorrow is under siege today. You need to understand the physics of spiritual elevation. When a rocket tries to leave the atmosphere, that is when it encounters the maximum amount of resistance. It's called max Q in aerospace engineering, maximum dynamic pressure. You are at max Q. You have declared, I am packed and ready. And because of that declaration, the atmosphere around you is compressing. The old version of you is fighting for survival. The old spirits that occupied your bloodline are scrambling to find a foothold. So let's dismantle these 3 traps. I'm going to expose them so clearly that when they show up, and they will show up, you will laugh in their faces. You will say, I saw this coming. Trap number 1 is what psychologists call the upper limit problem, but spiritually I call it the identity lag. This is the most subtle and dangerous trap. Here is how it works. You get the breakthrough. The money hits the account, The relationship heals. The new job offer comes in. For about 24 hours you feel ecstatic, but then a strange, creeping anxiety sets in. You start waiting for the other shoe to drop. You start picking fights with your spouse for no reason. You start feeling unworthy. You might even get physically sick with a cold or a migraine. Why does this happen? Science tells us that every human being has an internal thermostat for happiness, success, and love. If you were raised in a chaotic environment, your thermostat is set to chaos. If you were raised in poverty, your thermostat is set to scarcity. When you exceed that setting, when things get too good, your subconscious mind hits the panic button. It screams, "This is unsafe. We are in uncharted territory." And it will subconsciously manufacture a crisis to bring you back down to your old setting. It wants to bring you back to the temperature of your trauma because that is what your brain recognizes as home. Spiritually, this is the grasshopper mentality from Numbers 13. The Israelites were standing on the edge of the promised land, looking at the grapes and the abundance. But they said, "We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and so we looked the same to them." Notice the order. They felt small internally, so they projected that smallness externally. If you enter your new season with your old identity, you will sabotage the blessing within 6 months. You will lose the money. You will ruin the relationship, not because the devil took it, but because you gave it back. You didn't believe you belonged in the room. So how do you break the upper limit? You have to expand your capacity to receive. You have to practice feeling good without guilt. This is a challenge I'm giving you right now. For the next 7 days, when something good happens, I want you to stop and physically feel it. Do not deflect the compliment. Do not worry about the tax on the money. Just sit in the blessing. Say out loud, "It is safe for me to be successful. It is safe for me to be happy. I expand my capacity to receive." You are stretching your spiritual container. If you don't stretch the wineskin, the new wine will burst it. Trap number 2 is the sabotage of familiarity. This one hurts the most because it involves the people you love. As you shift into this tomorrow frequency, you are going to vibrate at a rate that irritates the demons in other people. It is inevitable. You're going to change. You will stop engaging in gossip. You will stop complaining about how hard life is. You will start talking about vision, investment, and forgiveness. And the people who bonded with you over your trauma, the friends who only know how to connect with you through shared misery, they are going to get uncomfortable. They will say things like, "You've changed," or "You think you're better than us now," or "Why are you working so hard?" Just relax. Listen to me closely. They are not attacking you. Their demons are attacking the Christ in you. Your light is exposing their shadows without you saying a word. This is the crab bucket effect. When one crab tries to climb out, the other crabs don't just watch, they actively pull it back down. The temptation here is to dim your light to make them comfortable. You will be tempted to play small so you don't lose your tribe. Do not do it. If you dim your light, you both walk in darkness. The most loving thing you can do is keep shining. You must become a gray rock to their negativity. You don't fight back, you just don't absorb it. You love them, but you love them from a new altitude. Jesus loved everyone, but he didn't take everyone up the mountain of transfiguration. He only took Peter, James, and John. You need to audit your circle. Who is fueling your tomorrow and who is anchoring you to your yesterday? If this is resonating with you, if you can think of a person or a situation right now that fits this description, I want you to hit the like button, not for the algorithm, but as a signal that you are identifying the leak in your vessel. You are spotting the enemy. Now, trap number 3. This is the nostalgia of Egypt. This is the most illogical trap, but it is powerful. In Exodus, after God delivered the Israelites from slavery with miracles, signs, and wonders, they hit a rough patch in the desert. And what did they say? "We remember the fish we ate in Egypt at no cost. Also the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic." They were hallucinating. They were remembering the food, but they forgot the whip. They forgot the straw and the bricks. They forgot the murder of their children. Your brain will do the same thing when the new season gets difficult because new levels bring new devils. Your brain will try to romanticize your past dysfunction. You will start thinking, maybe that toxic ex wasn't that bad. At least I wasn't lonely. Maybe that dead-end job was better. At least I didn't have this responsibility. You will crave the comfort of chaos. Biologically, this is an addiction to cortisol and adrenaline. If you have lived in survival mode for 30 years, your body is chemically addicted to stress. Peace feels boring. Peace feels suspicious. When you finally get to a place of peace, your body will go into withdrawal. You will feel restless. You will want to create drama just to get a fix of those stress hormones. You must recognize this for what it is, a chemical and spiritual lie. You are not missing the past. You are detoxing from dysfunction. Do not go back to Egypt just because you are hungry. Manna is coming. The provision is coming. So, what is the antidote? How do we secure this tomorrow so these traps don't snare us? We need to build an ark. Noah built the ark before the rain started. You need to build a structure of habits that keeps you afloat when the emotions flood. Here is the ark strategy for the next 21 days. This is your homework. This is how you pack. First, you need a morning anchor. The first 20 minutes. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.